Hey guys, we're going to go ahead and look at some more polynomial notes. The first thing we're going to do is learn how to write factors. Okay, when you're given roots or solutions. Okay, so once you have found the roots, or if you know what the solutions are to the polynomial, we can then go backwards and write the factors. So in order to write a factor from a root, you would set the equation equal to 0. So we're going to subtract 3 on both sides. So we get x minus 3 equals 0. And there is one of your factors right there, x minus 3. So same thing here. Add 1 on both sides. And there is your second factor. And your third factor. So if I wanted to write the factored form for this, we would write x minus 3, x plus 1 times x minus 6. Okay? Now, this isn't necessarily going to be the polynomial that these solutions represent, because we don't know what the a value is. So if you want, so this is basically showing you how to write the factors from the solutions. Now if I said that this polynomial goes through the point, let's say it goes through the point, let's make it easy, it goes through the point 0, 3. Sorry. Then we would plug 0 in for x, 3 in for y, and we would solve for a. So we would plug 0 in here, here, and here. Okay, so I plug 0 in everywhere I saw an x, plug 3 in the y position, and so simplifying we get negative 3 times 1 times negative 6. Continuing to simplify, we get 18a. So our a value would be 1/6. So the equation that goes through this point and has these solutions would be y equals 1/16 times these factors. Okay, let's move on to something else. So let's say we're given this polynomial in standard form. It's not in the correct order, but let's talk about what we can know. So one of the things we can know is the degree. Obviously, it's the highest exponent. Okay, it's an even number, and the sign is positive. So the end behavior is going to be up, up, like a quadratic. Okay, so we know what the degree is. We know what the end behavior is. The leading coefficient is going to be the number on the degree term, so 3. not negative 5. Okay, it's got to be the number, the coefficient on the degreed term. Okay, so if I want the coefficient on the fourth power term, so what is the leading, not the leading coefficient, but the coefficient on x to the fourth? That would be negative 5. Okay? And the constant term, is going to be your number that does not have a variable, which would be 4. Okay, let's take a look at another example. Okay, so in this example, we want to expand this. So right now we're in factored form. And so if we want to expand it, that means we want to multiply these together. So if I was doing this, I would want to multiply, I would start here personally, because since it's squared, I'm going to multiply x plus 1 times x plus 1. And foiling this, I get x squared plus 2x plus 1. Okay, so that's taking care of this part. Then I'd multiply times x plus 2. So I'm going to line that up right below. Multiplying, starting with the 2. 2 times 1. Put the sign in as a plus. 2 times 2x. Put the sign in as a plus. 2 times x squared. And when multiplying the x, we're going to move over 1 unit here. So x times 1. X times 2x. X times x squared. Now notice when I multiplied these, 2x squared, it's positive, so I put a plus. If it's positive, put a plus. Okay? Adding them together, we get 2, 5x, 4x squared, x cubed. Finally, I would multiply this times the negative 0.5. So when multiplying by a number, you're only multiplying the coefficients by this number. So multiplying negative 0.5 times 1, negative 0.5 times 4, negative 0.5 times 5, and negative 0.5 times 2. And then I have expanded it out completely. Okay, well, I'll see you guys tomorrow. I hope you're having a good night.